What's up, you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Igama lami uLerato Phakathi, and I'm a South African YouTuber. Yes. I'm so glad that you decided to watch this video. This video, I've been planning to record it for the longest time, and I just needed to be in the right headspace, mentally, physically, to be able to film this video and give my best and give my honest opinion, my own tips that worked for me. So judging by the title of this video is me talking about how you can lose your belly fat after a C-section. Obviously, I'm not speaking because I don't have experience. I do have an experience. I've had a C-section before, and I've had a lot of women ask me, how did I lose my stomach fat? It's not easy. So this video is basically me talking about what worked for me, and hopefully it can work for you as well. So if you're interested in continuing to hear what I have to say, please continue to watch. Remember to subscribe, and let's get right into this video. Okay, so before you do anything, I am not a doctor, medical doctor or physician, so please make sure that you get a clearance from your doctor that clears you out to do any form of exercise or join any kind of plan in order to get healthy and lose weight after you have had a C-section. This is clearly what's worked for me. I am no professional, but I hope that this can open up your mind to ask more questions from your medical doctor or just any other professional. Okay, so at least that's cleared out and we can get right into the video. So igama lami Lerato Phakathi, and I am a certified personal trainer and I'm a wellness influencer as well. So this is basically me just talking about my own experience, and I hope that maybe it can work for you as well. Just bear in mind that you need to have an open mind when hearing such information, and try different ways that could possibly work for you. This might work for you, this might not work for you, but at least try. At least have the mindset that is willing to actually try something new, especially after you've given birth and you have no idea what to do next. Okay, so I've been documenting a lot of my wellness journey and on Instagram. Igama lami on Instagram is Lerato_Phakathi_, so you can go check me out as well there as well. So I've been documenting for the past year my wellness journey after giving birth. I was documenting my wellness journey before I was pregnant, but I continued to do it even after I gave birth. And so I've actually decided to now film a video that is a sit-down video and just talk about tips that could possibly help you as well in this journey of trying to get back into a better you. This, I have to say, is a new version of your body. You should not, after you give birth, expect your body to bounce back into the body it was before you gave birth, because this is a 2.0 version of yourself. It's even better. You need to look at your body and say to yourself, this is my body now. And I love the body that I'm in now because it was able to hold a baby inside my womb and in my body. And so you need to give yourself that grace and be kind to your body and not expect massive results in a small amount of time, because it did take you 9 months to carry a child, and so it's going to take even longer to lose that weight. So you need to be in the right headspace when it comes to you trying to lose weight after you've given birth, especially if you've had a C-section. It's different to having a natural birth, but when you have a C-section, you need to remember that it is an operation in your body, and it's not an easy one. It's cutting layers and layers of your stomach and muscles, and so it is going to take a bit of while to regain that strength in your core, and this is what I'm going to be talking about today, and I hope that what worked for me might work for you as well. So the first thing that you need to know is that after you've given birth, you have at least, I think, 8 weeks for you to recover, and you have to obviously be given a go-ahead by your gynae or doctor to say now you can have physical exercise. And so after you've been given that clearance, you need to understand that you need to take things slow. So the first thing I did was I started by taking walks. Okay, so I started by taking walks. It started honestly with 15-minute walks. your body at the time is quite in pain. So you need to give yourself time to gain that strength again. So before you even pick up those weights, if you are someone who was picking up weights before, or actually physically running, you need to start with walks. You need to first get your body used to moving again, because you are still healing from your C-section operation. And so the first thing I did was just take walks. The nice thing about taking walks is that you don't have to do it by yourself. You can have either your husband, your partner, your family member who wouldn't mind actually taking a walk with you. So first it starts with 15-minute walks, ladies. I kid you not, it starts with 15 minutes. You don't have to do anything more than that. It starts with 15-minute walks, and gradually as you get stronger with these walks, you increase your time of your walk. So it starts from 15 minutes to maybe 20 minutes to maybe 30 minutes. And as you feel your body getting stronger, that's when you start increasing, maybe taking a light jog. The nice thing about taking a walk is that you don't actually have to take it by yourself. If you don't mind, you take the stroller with you and you stroll along with your child in that walk that you are doing, so that you don't have to leave them alone. But if you obviously have a helper or a nanny, you would obviously leave them behind with your partner, and then you just take that refreshing time of just taking a walk. So you'll just see how you balance it out, whatever works for you. But you need to remember that you need to start slowly. Also, the most important thing that you need to know is that after you've given birth and you feel like your C-section scar has pretty much healed nicely, then I would recommend that you start getting a belt, a waist trainer belt. You obviously, depending on how big your size is of your belly, you'd start with a large, and as you progress, then you go to medium, and then you go to small, depending on how big you are. The nice thing about weight training belts is that you can adjust it. Hopefully I can put here somewhere my workouts that I did whilst I was wearing my belt. I was also wearing my belt when I went on walks and jogs. The nice thing about it is that because I don't know how to explain to it in English, but basically so your stomach is hanging at the time, and you kind of need to pull it, all together and strap it up. The nice thing is that you don't actually have to pull it too much that you feel pain. You can be able to adjust it the way that you feel fit is more comfortable for you. And so I highly recommend that when you start trying to, get back into shape after you've had a C-section, I recommend a belt. My belt I bought from Take a Lot. I'll try and put it up there as well, where I got it and what it looks like. It comes in different colors. And the nice thing is that you can keep wearing it even months after you've given birth, because it just kind of puts your stomach all together and not everything is hanging whilst you're trying to do exercises as well. It just puts everything towards itself kind of thing. I highly recommend it. It's good sweating, especially around your belly. By the time you take it off, you're like sweating a lot. So yeah, anyway, so I highly recommend that you get a waist training belt. The next step that you could do is I came across on a YouTube channel a lady called Strong Mom, and she specializes in workouts that have to do with women who have had a C-section. Now, depending on how you've healed over time with your C-section, different women heal differently. So there are certain exercises that you should be doing to strengthen your pelvic floor muscles, and just to strengthen your muscles as a whole, because remember, you have been cut through your muscles, and so it's going to take time for them to recover. So you need to do exercises before you go back to your crunches, before you go back to all the other different exercises that you used to do. You need to first regain strength in your stomach so that you can be able to handle the things that you used to be able to handle, because it's something that does not happen overnight. So you need to give yourself, as I said, that grace, and to be kind to your body during this process. So I watched a lot of Strong Mom videos. I'll put the link to her page in the description so that you can go and check her out. I highly recommend her. It really helped. Her videos really helped me. And the nice thing is they're about 10 minutes to 15-minute workouts, because I understand that you are a new mom or you're busy and you can't get about doing a long exercise. But the nice thing about your healing journey is that you don't need to be exercising for a long time. All you need is from 15 minutes to 30 minutes in a day to make sure that you get enough time to start healing the body and getting back into that wellness journey. So I highly recommend you watching some Strong Mom YouTube videos. And then obviously the food part is a very important key to this journey. And so I understand that when you're breastfeeding, and when you're pumping and when you're doing all these things, now that you've become a new mom, or maybe you're a mom for the second time, however your situation is, you tend to not have time for certain things, especially prepping your food and eating well. So it is important to just understand that this is a crucial time for your body, and that you need to be putting in the right nutrients in your body. So I highly recommend a good meal plan, a good diet for you, especially during this time, so that you'll be able to have enough calories in your body so that you can breastfeed, but also have enough calories and not have too much that you'll be actually gaining weight instead of losing weight during this journey. So I know that for most women, breastfeeding really helps them because they lose weight quicker, but also just eating the right foods. So not gravitating towards nurturing your cravings, but gravitate towards eating foods that are really, really good for you. So whole grain foods, your legumes, and also your lean meats. So like chicken, roasted lamb, if you'd like. But you need to remember that the majority of your plate has to be plated with a lot of vegetables and a different variety of vegetables. The more raw your vegetables are, the better. You know me, I promote a plant-based lifestyle, plant-based slash flexitarian lifestyle. So if you can balance that, have more raw foods on your plate, then having cooked vegetables, that's even better, because you don't want to kill the nutrients that is in the food that you are eating. So it's also very important that you just have that in your notes for when you start trying to think of the things that you can eat. You need to really, really, really understand that a high protein diet that includes lots of vegetables is in your plate. And as I said, I document a lot of this on my Instagram page, especially on the highlights. You know, on Instagram, when they have those highlights at the top, I've put a lot of things there of the things that I used to eat during my journey, and I continue to eat even now, and even my journey and my wellness journey, even after giving birth. I've really much documented it on my Instagram, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. But I'll continue to make such videos so that you can see step by step what are the things that you can do to recover after a C-section. Okay. The next thing that you need to take note of in this journey of healing is making sure that you are drinking as much liquids as possible. When I say liquids, I'm meaning water. You need to be drinking as much water as possible. I would highly recommend that you stay away from sugary drinks like 100% juice, fizzy drinks, because you need to understand that your tummy is recovering and you don't want to make your stomach bloated even more because it's still trying to heal. So you need to be cleansing out the liver, your organs with water, so that it's easier for you to lose that fat in your belly. And so water is the most important thing. You need to be drinking as much water as you can so that you don't get dehydrated, and that you just cleanse the body as much as you can through the liquids that you are drinking, which would obviously be water. Another thing that I would highly recommend is for you to start juicing. Juicing is really, really important. There are different types of juicing recipes out there, and I'll be recording more recipes that have to do with juicing. I have also recorded some recipes that have to do with smoothies as well in one of the vlogs that I've put up there. You can go and check out my other videos and healthy smoothies that you could be also having during this journey of healing and also recovering from a C-section. And so food honestly plays a huge part in this journey of yours, healing and recovering from a C-section. You cannot think that food will not contribute to you losing weight. It contributes a lot. You can do all the exercises that you can be doing, but if you're still eating really badly, it's not going to take you very far. So yeah, so the food part is very important. And also, you need to understand that this is going to take a bit of a while. And so you need to just give yourself that time. I highly recommend home workouts because I understand that in the first 4 to 5 months you do not have the time to go to gym. You like it's such a hard thing to make the time to go to gym. So I highly recommend home workouts. I'll put here some of the things that I did when I was at home. If I could find some videos, because I was recording a lot on my phone for Instagram, and so I'm just gonna try and see if I can find anything and just put it up here, and so that you can see the type of things that I was getting up to, and my journey of what I was before and what I am now. What I will say, ladies, is that you need to understand that the way your body was before you got pregnant, yes, it might not look the same after, but you need to understand your starting point. So if you're someone that's already active right now before you were even pregnant, then the possibility of you recovering will be much easier than a person who wasn't active at all. So that's one thing that you need to remember, and you need to be realistic about, is that if you were someone who was gymming and exercising before, like I was someone who was big on gym, big on exercising. Even during COVID, I was running, I was, really much active and eating properly. So the recovery part wasn't as hard. Yes, it was definitely hard, but it wasn't as hard because it was something that my body was already used to. So I highly recommend, even for your next pregnancy, to actually start becoming active now, so that when you decide to get pregnant again, your body is already used to exercising, and the recovery thereafter won't be as difficult. So yeah, those are the tips that I wanted to give you today. I just really want to just say, please be kind to your bodies, ladies. It is hard, and you need to understand that this version of your body now is 2.0. It's better, it's stronger, and if you physically want to be stronger and you physically want to be well, you need to give yourself at least 15 minutes to 30 minutes, and gradually build from there. And for me, I honestly think that just doing those walks every day, just putting on that waist training belt every day, even when I was in the house doing things, I'd have it on because I understood the importance of it. I remember when I was a kid and I used to see my aunts and mothers and the people around me saying, oh, falo fasisisu, falo ufase isisu, which means to tighten up your stomach with something. I really didn't understand what was the importance of that, but now, having been someone who's given birth, I understand the importance of ufasa isisu. And so for me, I highly recommend it. Like, as soon as you feel like your C-section scar has healed, quickly put it on. Don't waste any time. So yeah, as I said, I'm gonna put like clips up here so that you guys can see my journey and how I actually went about this journey of losing my belly fat. And remember, ladies, it's not about the scale. I think we put so much pressure on ourselves to lose weight according to what the scale says. So if the scale says that 5 kgs or 10 kgs, because you're looking at how much you used to weigh before, I honestly think that that's going to put you off and it's going to put too much pressure on yourself. So stay away from the scale and look at your body through the clothes that you used to wear before, and see your progress through that, because you'll find that you will be losing weight, but maybe you're gaining muscle, and so the muscle part will still look like you're not losing weight on the scale, but physically you're actually shredding the inches. So even through your journey, as you get stronger, you're going to be lifting more weights. I highly recommend you lifting those weights. I think a lot of women shy away from lifting weights, which shouldn't be the case. I think that the way for you to actually lose that stomach fat and you losing weight as a whole, in terms of you shredding the inches, lifting weights is the most important thing. And as you heal from your C-section, as you heal from your operation, you're going to be starting to lift some weights, which I highly recommend. I started obviously because I had been lifting weights before. I was quite used to it even after I gave birth. So you start with 2.5 kgs, and as you get stronger you go up to 5, and as you go stronger you go to 7.5. So there was a point where I reached in this exercise journey after losing weight, 5 kgs was honestly too light. So I said to myself, you know what, I need to get back to gym. So I got a gym membership, which is quite affordable in the area that I live. and now I'm consistent with weight training, which for me has changed my body drastically. I can definitely see a difference, that I'm more toned. Ladies, you need to understand that toning up will not make you look bulk. It will not make you look buff like a man. It actually slims you out even further. So you need to understand that you need to put together cardio as well as weight training if you truly want to see results in your body. So that's definitely what I did. I did a lot of skipping as well. Skipping really helps with your overall training of your body. Even if it's 15 minutes a day, it goes a long way. So make sure that you don't shy away from weight training. Weight training is an excellent way for you to actually shred those inches, feel stronger for yourself and even for your baby, to be able to play around with your child, to be able to have that energy that you might not have had straight after you've given birth. It kind of just gives you that confidence, because now you're feeling more toned, you're feeling really good, you're feeling stronger. And so really incorporate the cardio of everything. So still go for your jogs, still go for a walk, go on that treadmill, use the stairmaster, whatever you feel like it's good cardio for you, skipping, but also put together weight training. Don't shy away from using those weights, ladies, because over time you realize that even though you're going to be doing those stomach exercises, but when you actually lift weights, it actually works much more on your stomach than actually doing stomach exercises. So people have this notion or this idea that if you do stomach exercises, then you're going to lose the fat in your stomach. But you need to understand that lifting weights actually contributes a lot to toning the stomach, because as you're lifting, as you're doing squats, as you're doing different RDLs versions, and you're doing like tricep exercises, there's so many different things that you're actually doing during this journey that are actually helping and contributing to the strengthening of your core. So strengthening your core doesn't necessarily mean you're doing sit-ups, you're doing all these different stomach exercises only, but it's also incorporating the weight training, which is also actually strengthening your core. So yeah, that's basically my tips. I don't want to go too long in this video because I am going to be making more videos, but I hope that this has been very helpful, and I hope that you're going to share it with all the moms out there that are probably in the same stage that they are in right now, that could possibly help them to getting back into shape, because I understand that the self-esteem is quite low, you're not understanding why you're not losing this weight, but you honestly just have to make that time for yourself and put your mindset into a space where you're being kind to yourself and you're giving yourself that time, because yes, we're busy with all these other things, but you need to make time for yourself. You can't make excuses for wanting to take care of your body, because there's so many other things that need to be done. You need to also put yourself first. You need to have those moments where you say, no, I need to take care of myself so that I can be a great mom, a great husband, a great family member, a great daughter, whatever that it is that you feel like you want to be great at doing. But you need to put time for yourself so that you can be the great version of yourself right now in this stage of your life. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and upload more videos in the weeks to come, but right now I just want to say thank you. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and I shall see you soon with another video. So thank you so much. Bye.